Hello again. Many people have observed since the general election that if we had proportional representation in Britain, then the 14% share of the vote achieved by Nigel Farage's Reform Party would have given them almost 100 MPs, rather than the five which they actually have. The same thing happened, of course, with the Green Party. Something very odd has been cropping up in the news since then, and on social media too. And this is the idea that there was once a referendum on proportional representation in Britain, and that the idea was rejected decisively by the electorate. This is completely false. And it's one of those weird ideas that you get like the Mandela Effect, where people remember something which simply did not happen. I can understand how the confusion arose because for many years the Liberal Party was agitating for this very thing, allowing people to decide if they wanted to get rid of the plurality system currently in use and replace it with proportional representation. It's something that's been talked about for decades. The two main parties, of course, were bitterly opposed to this. They wanted to keep their stranglehold on the first on Parliament by maintaining the first past the post system. A year after an election delivered a hung Parliament in 2010, there was a referendum on reforming the electoral system in this country, but it had nothing to do with proportional representation. It offered instead the possibility of changing to the alternative vote system, more commonly known as instant runoff. When the referendum on this was held in May 2011, it was rejected by a large majority of those who took part. In the description to this video, I give a link to the Wikipedia article on this electoral system. The main reason it was not popular was, of course, that hardly anybody understood the idea. The best I can do is read out the procedure and let viewers decide for themselves what they make of it. Here is the procedure. Eliminate the candidate with the fewest votes. If only one candidate remains, elect this candidate and stop. Otherwise, reassign ballots held by the eliminated candidate to the next available choice. Return to step 1. Ballots assigned to eliminated candidates are added to the totals of one of the remaining candidates based on the next preference ranked on each ballot. Sometimes this algorithm is described as electing a candidate as soon as the number of ballots they hold is equal to more than half the total. This is because as soon as a candidate holds over half the votes, it is no longer mathematically possible for another candidate to defeat them. A similar observation allows for a far more efficient algorithm that can eliminate candidates in batches. If the bottom K candidates taken together have less votes than the K plus first candidate, eliminate the bottom K candidates. If only one candidate remains, elect this candidate and stop. Otherwise, reassign ballots for eliminated candidate to the next choice. This doesn't change the outcome. If the bottom K candidates do not have enough votes taken together to catch up to the K plus first candidate, this means their defeat is mathematically inevitable. Well, I hope that's all clear. Because there is still from time to time demands for proportional representation, it is in the interest of the two main parties in this country to pretend that this has been rejected in a free vote during a referendum. It's not true, but the longer the time passes from the referendum held in 2011, the more that the myth grows, until soon everybody will believe that a referendum was held about PR once in this country and nobody wanted it.